Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good spring break. I'm sure it was a little different than what we had all expected. Having said that, there's a few announcements I need to make before I get into today's assignment. The first being we will not have the 20 A math objectives. So those of you that were pulling for no A math, I guess you have gotten your wish. The only A math we will be doing is if I give you an assignment. So if I specifically assign you an exercise, then I will expect it to be done and it will count as a homework assignment. But there will not be the 20 A math objectives like normal. Second thing, because we are not going to be returning to class, and I am quite saddened by that. I am going to try to do a Zoom meeting for you all on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So I need you to be aware, and I will mention this again Thursday on our intro video, but if you come to the Thursday Zoom meeting, you will not have a math assignment that day. And if you're not able to come, or if you just do not want to come, then there will be another Khan Academy assignment for you to complete to replace that Zoom meeting. I just would really like to do that just to kind of see how you guys are doing, make sure everybody's getting along all right, maybe even get some input from you guys. So that will be Thursday. There will be an assignment posted. But the only reason you would need to do that is if you choose not to or are unable to meet me via Zoom on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Last thing I have for you today, we are going to review the substitution property today. There will be 4 questions for you on your exercise. But there are 2 short, they're 2.5-minute videos that give you examples of how to substitute into an equation. What I decided I would do this morning is go ahead and work the 2 examples he works on the videos. And that way, those of you that just refuse to watch a video, you'll at least have maybe watched this one and gotten to see the practice. But the question is actually asking, and I'll try to scoot forward here, maybe you guys can see it a little better. Do either of these points substitute in and make the above equation correct? What this is asking you is this point on this line? Okay, so graphically, if you were to rearrange this and graph this line, would this point be on this line? Keep in mind, the first coordinate is your x coordinate. I will go ahead and label that in both of those. The second coordinate of an ordered pair is your y coordinate. So all you need to do is replace the x in the original equation with your x value and the y in your original equation with the y value. So the first equation is going to be -3 times a -4, because that's my x value, minus 4, because that is my y value, equals 6. And the question is, does that actually equal 6? So I'm going to put that in a box because I don't know that that's actually true. Once I've multiplied, you follow PEMDAS, I'm going to go ahead and multiply. I get 12 minus 4, and obviously you see that that does not equal 6. That is actually 8. So this point does not lie on this original line. Second one we will check here. We're going to take -3, substitute out the x, and replace it with -3, because that is my x value. I'm going to then subtract a positive 3, because that is my y value. See if that equals 6. Multiply here, you get 9 minus 3. That obviously does equal 6. So this is a point that is on the equation. Now let me try if I can adjust this, because I'm going to have a hard time holding the second one up. Second one works the same way, but it does look a little different because the x and the y are on different sides of the equation. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this first example so that you can kind of see, oh, I hope you can kind of see, that this second equation says 4x minus 1 equals 3y plus 5. And they want us to check the point 3, 2. They also want us to check the point 2, 3. So we're going to take 4, we're going to multiply it by 3, because again, this is my x. I'm going to then subtract 1. I'm going to see if that equals 3 times 2, because that is my y. And then add 5 to that. Oh, I just wrote a y instead of a 2. Now that I have substituted in, I'm simply going to follow PEMDAS and simplify. I do get 12 minus 1 equal to 6 plus 5. And we know that 11 does equal 11, so this point does work. Now, on your Khan Academy assignment, it's going to say, does the first point work? Does the second point work? Do both points work? Or does neither point work? So you do have to check this second point. Just because you got one that works, that doesn't mean the second one will not work. So we check this, and we're going to take 4. We're going to multiply it by 2, because that is our x value. We then subtract 1. And we look to see if that equals 3 multiplied by 3, because that is our y value, added to 5. Make sure you follow PEMDAS. So we're going to take care of multiplication first. 8 minus 1. Does that equal 9 plus 5? And that obviously does not. So again, this one would simply be one of the 2 points works in our equation. So these are the 2 examples that will be worked in your videos. If you'd like to rewatch them, that's totally fine. And your assignment is to complete 4 questions on an exercise today. And hopefully I will get to see your lovely faces Thursday at 2 o'clock on our Zoom meeting.